But first, let's talk about our last bit of casting news and last bit of news. Robert Pattinson, the boy.
Yeah, I do like Robert Pattinson.
Has most likely been cast as the new Batman. Some people are saying that the deal's not done yet, but they say it's basically done. Like they say it's.
I mean, it's enough for people to know about it.
Yeah, it's like everyone's talking about it. People are already starting petitions, which aren't going to do damn shit near anything.
Yeah, I mean, because come on, we're already people have started one for like let's redo season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Let's redo Last Jedi. Like, stop with these petitions. Dude.
I mean, they're not going to do anything, but they are pretty funny.
Jake was he said it the best. He said petitions have just become a meme at this point.
I mean, yeah, they kind of are a meme.
Yeah.
I've thought that they were a meme once I saw let's get what's his name? I already. Danny DeVito, let's get him to play Detective Pikachu.
Oh, yeah.
When I was like, yeah, I signed the shit out of that.
yeah. This is completely fucking stupid.
That'd have been fun.
Yeah, so stupid. But Robert Pattinson, you know what? I can kind of see it.
The reason, like, I think we can probably see it is only because we're familiar with his more like,
with his other
films.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, and anybody who only knows him for Twilight is probably like I can understand why they would be upset about this.
Yes. Let's make something very clear. Nobody hates Twilight more than Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, nobody.
He hates it. He did it strictly for money, and that's why he got his bank. He got his money. And now he's been doing, like, indie dramas.
Yep.
Like Lost City of Zed, Good Time. What else? What's it called?
Cosmopolis. And then he was in, was he in Dunkirk?
He was not in Dunkirk.
Wait, no, shit, no, sorry. Wait, you said Lost City is, that's the one I was thinking of, my bad.
Yeah. He's a really good actor.
Oh, The Rover, yeah.
The Rover, that's what it is. Thank you, yes. The Rover is such a good movie, and his performance is amazing.
Dude, did I ever tell you that I actually didn't like that movie until Brian talked with me about it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Brian changed my mind on a movie, which was crazy.
That is crazy. Brian actually showed me.
I love Brian. Brian mentioned.
Brian mentioned, baby. He showed me The Rover, and I loved it immediately. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
See, the thing with Robert Pattinson is, like, again, Robert Pattinson, I think, first of all, he has a very youthful appearance, even though he is 33, and they're going for a much more younger Batman. That's what Matt Reeves has said, the director, who, by the way, is an amazing director. Mm-hmm. And he said they're going for much more of a younger Batman, kind of like a Batman Year One, which you said you've never read that comic, but that's what it is. It's like the first year of Batman. Batman is more inexperienced. He's trying to figure out the ropes of everything. Batman Begins took elements from it. What I think they're going to do is probably do a Batman Year One, but use the Court of Owls instead of the League of Shadows. That's my guess. I don't know.
Just so we see something different?
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. But, again, the people who know him from Twilight, that's not a good representation of his acting talent, because, let me tell you, the dude can act.
Yeah.
He puts his all into it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even though he's going to be Batman, and I think that's cool and all, mm-hmm. I mean, we can't deny that we're kind of tired of Batman.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't believe in superhero fatigue. I was just telling you this yesterday.
Yep.
But I do believe in Batman fatigue. I feel like I've had a little bit enough of Batman. I feel like it's just too much. It's too much.
It really is.
Because we're not only oversaturated with live-action versions of Batman, but animated versions, video games, the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah.
It's
I didn't even think about that expanding outside of the cinematic universes.
It's a lot, and I almost felt that with Spider-Man a little bit, because, like Batman, this is Spider-Man had its third reboot in 10 years, but the thing is that Spider-Man was owned by Sony, and Sony didn't really do a lot with the character as much as DC does with Batman outside of movies, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also the way they got around that was they changed almost everything about the character in Homecoming, which I understand why they did, and on one hand was a good thing, but on the other side is like, you kind of lost the essence of the character, but that's another conversation.
Uh-huh.
What do you think? Like Batman, like you think the same thing with Batman?
Yeah, I think the same thing with Batman. Mm-hmm. I just don't really know if they're going to be able to tell, like, an interesting story or make him a more compelling character than they did in The Dark Knight.
Exactly, because if this turns out to be great, this is literally a mirror of Spider-Man, because we had a great trilogy, Spider-Man, the Dark Knight trilogy, mm-hmm. and then we had that middle that middle black sheep, which is the Amazing Spider-Man, and then the Batman vs Superman Justice League.
Yep.
And then if the Batman is great, then it's going to be the Homecoming, the Batman. It's like a mirror of it.
That would be like DC's like the same thing.
Yeah, that would be the weirdest parallel.
Yeah.
And this is another thing.
That's the perfect character to do it for too.
Yeah, for real. I hope it's good. I don't know what they can change to make it interesting. This is what I want. I want the more comic book side of Batman. I want to see like Killer Croc and like the Mad Hatter and like a more weird, almost supernatural version of the Scarecrow. You know, I want to see these like Mr. Freeze. I want to see Mr. Freeze, like a cool version of Mr. Freeze.
Not one that says like freeze puns every
Yeah.
Ice to meet you.
Ice to meet you. What killed the dinosaurs?
The
Ice Age. Freeze, bird boy.
Oh boy.
So dumb.
That was a line. I remember those other two.
Yeah.
That third one, really?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's bad.
Freeze, bird boy. All right, everybody, chill.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about that movie is that movie's hilarious to watch because it's so bad, but it's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
I see and hear new puns every time I watch that film.
Really?
I don't know how deep that writer's room was. Like, it's crazy how many puns are in that film. I'm sure there's more puns in that film than any other film in existence. It's insane.
Let's write down every adjective that is associated with the cold.
Yeah.
And then let's put them in there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So dumb. But yeah, I want to see and if you know the lore of Mr. Freeze, it's actually pretty amazing. And Mr. Freeze is actually one of the most powerful Batman villains.
Really?
As a matter of fact, in the Arkham game, you can't even defeat him. You just have to outsmart him.
Yeah, which that's a really cool boss fight.
It is.
You have to keep switching it up because he keeps learning. It's like his machine that keeps learning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, it is cool. So I want to see that. You know, we've had the super realistic tone. We've had the weird Zack Snyder, and I want something more accurate to the comics. Okay, I don't want purple gloves on him, but I want something a little more comic accurate.
Yeah.
Batman's first appearance, he was wearing purple gloves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man.
Good for him. Good for him.
Oh, High Life is another one he was in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We were just talking about. I still need to see that.
I mean, look at these independent dramas that no one's ever heard of. The Rover, Map to the Stars, Queen of the Desert. Map to the Stars
was not that good.
Is that Warren Beatty? Did he? Oh wait.
It's Soderbergh.
Oh, or no, David Cronenberg.
Oh, David Cronenberg. That's what it is. Sorry. Like I said to you before,
I didn't know he was.
I confused those two. I don't know why.
No, I got you.
Don't know why.
I got you. Queen of the Desert. Werner Herzog did that. He did Life, The Childhood of a Leader, Lost City of Zed, Good Time, Fear and Shame, Damsel, High Life, and then The Lighthouse, which is coming out this year.
Oh yeah, Damsel, the western.
Yeah. So, and then he's got The King, Waiting for the Barbarians, The Devil All the Time, and then The Batman. So this is his first big budget movie in years.
God, he gets a lot of work.
He does, and that's the thing. But it's all non-mainstream.
Never.
He doesn't do mainstream films.
Yeah.
This is his return to the mainstream. So a lot of the normies out there, or the general audience, they only know him for Twilight, and it's kind of sad.
This will change their minds.
Yes, I can see it. If he bulks up, I can totally see him as a young Bruce Wayne. I could totally see it.
Can't wait.